I wanna let you go.
Hey guys. So I'm actually just trying to confirm that everything is streaming live before we start. So if you are able to person. Oh, hey guys. Okay. So if you're able to use the link, and I'll put the link in the comments. Finding the link. Here we go. You can join me live and while also and then come on stage with me and then chit chat and also show your products that you have. So today I wanted to just in my own journey of going through placing your product, right, and kind of knowing your value as a businesswoman, and it kind of relates to also yourself as well, right? Just knowing your value. You don't want to be accepting payments of something that's not your worth, right? You may be worth $1 million, but you out here giving coupons. So you definitely don't want to be doing that, especially when it comes to business as well as personal life. So one of the things that I've noticed, and I'll see if I can just pull it up really quick so I can give you guys a visual of doing research and comparing your prices. So like that's fine. So like some of you guys are pricing things kind of just based upon a little bit of your insecurity of saying, okay, are people really going to buy this for me? Or your of your insecurities of saying, are people really going to buy this from me? And or you really not trying to gouge people, and you're looking for people to buy more than I don't know, placing the actual value of what your product is. So that's one thing. And then the second thing that I'm learning, or I've learned, is the second thing that I've learned is more or less about just checking here, is more or less about the research, but also kind of where you want to go, right? So you may be able to price your point. Like, let me just give you an example. Share my screen, give you an example. Yeah, y'all should be able to see it. Okay, so so some of you ladies I see in the group are y'all sell lashes, right? But have you noticed some of you guys, like, okay, so you can be selling lashes, but what is your product going to do for the long haul? How is it going to make you like your goal is, let's say, is $10,000 a month. Okay, so how many lashes do you have to sell to get your goal or to meet that goal, right? And so just to back up a bit, what else can you be adding on to your products, right? So they have like a Lashify control kit. Now I have nothing to do with makeup, but what I'm seeing is that one of those go for $145, right? So if you sell 100 of those, you're good to go for a whole month, right? Technically speaking. And then kind of developing, not just placing a product, but kind of product placement in the value of, in the sense or perspective of what is your brand? What do you want your brand to be? And so myself personally, I am a consultant. I'm gonna stop sharing. Myself personally, I am a consultant. And so being a consultant, I have products and courses and things like that of what my product placement is of sorts. And so what I've been doing is I do my research, but I also look at my email list. How many of you are generating or creating your email list? So with your email list, you want to take that and maybe just to gauge your price point, if you're trying to do like a kit or like a membership or something like that, taking that and multiplying it by 0.02. And then because that's around your conversion rates for an email list, right? So we have one person here. Miss Shauna, if you want to raise your hand, you are more than welcome to come on stage with me and tell us about your products and what their price points are. If we can do that. So definitely speaking about your prices and kind of where you want to go as far as your brand. So for example, I have a workbook, like a STEM program workbook that I am putting out in August. And so I have that workbook, but I also wanted to build off of or stem from and kind of reverse engineering what I actually want to happen. So what I want to happen is to have consistent customers, trust built in like a rapport and a relationship of trust built with my customers, as well as consistent customers that are clients that go through all of my. Okay, you sell ladies apparel. So what is your price point, Miss Woods? So what is your not you, Miss Woods, but just thinking about what is your reverse engineering, right? What is your end goal and how are you going to work backwards, and how does that reflect on what prices that you actually are giving, right? It's great to have coupons. It's great to have like an opening sale, but look at who your competitors are and what their price point is, and then as well as what is their value. Are they giving? Are they doing bundles? Like multiple products? Are they doing? How do you create your residual income as far as something that you don't have to have new customers every day coming in? Are you doing like a membership? Like a membership or like a monthly membership where you have like little samples that you ship out and people pay a monthly fee. Okay. I've seen your clothes. Building an empire. Yes, I've seen your clothes. So what are and so what is your end goal as far as like building your brand? She's coming. So how just thinking about all of these things, guys or ladies, on how you can build your brand and reverse engineer what you're really actually trying to do. I am low-key losing my train of thought though, bouncing back and forth. Looking at okay. Yes. So I mean that is one of the. I mean, I think the biggest points in when pricing is the reverse engineering of what your goal is. Do you have a membership program you want to set up? Do you have like special incentives that you're willing to put in and facilitate with your product so that you are creating and keeping a customer base, right? Like for makeup people, I love what if you're in makeup or not really, I'm not in makeup, but Super Scent, I love how she does crayon cuties, and so she made a whole thing on where people that can inspire. Right. So how is that? So what else can go with your empowerment brand, right? But you have the clothing and the apparel. But are you with an affiliate program, or are you looking for other companies to be an affiliate of? So like, for example, building an empire, that would work great with my company, as far as like us partnering up and you and I'm sending my customers to you, or I'm using your materials or your collection in like my swag bags for my events, and on my retreats and things like that. So how are you guys, like, these are the questions that and the possibilities, I think when people are starting out. No, brand goal, not financial. Brand goal. I mean, I don't know. For me, what I did was I use a financial goal to help me think larger than my brand, larger for my brand, right? So I don't know about y'all, but I've never had $1 million pass through my hands. So but me to think about what it takes to do that and where that can go and how I can even fathom getting there, I have to set myself in small increments of financial goals and then what I need to do to get to those financial goals, and which reverts back to pricing my product properly. Right. And so that's something that I'm not trying to sit here and say that I'm a guru. I am not. I am still learning. But it is definitely something that I think with a lot of some of these Black businesses that I've seen, especially the businesses that are owned by women, I feel like y'all prices could be a lot higher. I mean, being the fact that I'm purchasing and I already know that I am cheap, I'm not complaining, but some of you guys are giving out really good products and you giving it out for the low. And I feel like a lot of you guys' products can be, that price point can be a lot higher. I posted in the group about brand ambassadors. Are you guys reaching out and setting up affiliate programs so that to expand your customer base? But I mean, that doesn't really relate back to product, but it is an on placement, your product placement. So I think I've been reached out to for being a brand ambassador. But and I think some of them are like, maybe you get 30% off or something like that, 30 or 15%. But how does that go back? Because you still need to be making a profit, right? And so if that's something that you want to do, it goes back to technically placing your product, properly pricing your product. But no, I do like the Miss Woods, your collection apparel. I've seen it on Facebook maybe one or two times, perusing through, and it's cute. It is definitely cute. But just on placing the product, I mean, I definitely think that some of the collections, and then just a random question. I am not in fashion. I do love fashion. I am a customer all day. But then my question would be, do you guys aspire to have, what are those, it's like the memberships where you kind of do the shopping for people, or you kind of give them pieces of clothing to shop for? What about doing like quiz creations and stuff to determine their fashion style, your customer fashion style, etc. A lot of people are buying maxi dresses and those rompers, and I see some rompers that go for $25, maybe even $15, and then there's some that probably really should be like $50. So I'm just wondering how you guys are pricing these products when I think you guys should be charging more. Your value is so much higher um, than what you guys. Not saying that you need to hike your prices up today or next week or anything like that. Definitely make sure your price point feels right in your spirit. Like, you don't want to feel like you're cheating people. You also don't want to be out here lying, because then we see people get dragged on social media very quickly. But just the price points. So I am trying to slide back and focus. Oh, Braden, their product should be higher, is what I'm saying. No, I'm yeah. Okay, so I get what you're saying, Brandon. Sorry, I read that wrong, Brandon. I'm what I'm saying is that their products. I see some of their products in the quality that I've even purchased from them, and I feel like their products should be priced higher. And so I'm seeing that a lot of black-owned businesses are not pricing their products high enough, right? And of course, if you have the quality, you need to be charging the associated price. And sometimes that a lot of times that what I'm seeing is that it's not happening. So that's why I'm asking the question and seeing how can we help um, properly pricing our products and our business value. Good questions though. Very good questions. I am still trying to maneuver around. So, like I said, I am getting used to the broadcasting of the on Facebook and whatnot. It's a bit tricky from using other platforms, right? So, I'm trying to broadcast to multiple platforms at the same time. It's just easier for myself. So, I'm just trying to check comments and things of that nature. Right. Okay. So that's a good point, Brandon. So he said that it's true because they haven't been taught the industry standards of markup. Right. So that's what I'm talking about, and I hope that I made that clear. And I know sometimes what makes sense in my head may not make sense in other people's heads, and so I definitely understand that. And that's the question. So how do we learn about how do you? The first step in understanding your industry standards and what they're doing is doing your research and due diligence. So for my courses that I'm offering, I go and check places that have courses that are similar to mine. For like the programs that I offer and the events that I do, I look at the event that I just did, my global conference. I looked at what other people were doing for their conferences. They were bigger companies, but I managed and looked at what they were doing and what they were offering, and then compared it to what I was doing. And I actually hiked my prices up because I offered, what I did was I did a VIP and then I did my regular registration. But what I was offering was more than what they were offering, but I was offering at a lower price. Why? No clue. But what I was doing was I was trying to research my industry, and that's something that we all have to do continuously. Again, just trying to dawdle around here and find these comments. Getting used to everything, guys. Yes, Brandon, message me. Let me see if I can message you. Uh, hey, let's. Oh, why am I typing and talking at the same time? Again, guys, I am getting used to streaming on multiple platforms. It is not as easy as it seems. And the prayer that you have to pray to make sure that your Wi-Fi holds steady is crazy. So, but right now it seems that there aren't any more comments and questions, and I don't want to hold you guys too long because the replay and all of that may, it just after 30 minutes it's just tiring. So I'm gonna go ahead and get off. And I will just message me, guys, if you need any help, collaboration, anything. My company name is Resilient Innovation. I will put this in the chat. The link to my Facebook or my Facebook page is Resilient Innovation. I am extremely open for collaborations and just chats. regarding anything business and how to take your business to the next level, whether that is hosting events, virtual events, or physical events, which is my specialty, programs and things of that nature. So, yes, message me, message in the chat, not the chat, in the group and in the chat for the replay, etc. Because we are looking to start a group of women that we can grow together. Okay, we said Black Unicorn Billionaires. There's a reason for that. We're not just talking to talk. We are getting ready to walk that walk. So if you're ready to walk, please be on the lookout for that further information on that. All right, guys. Love.
You know.